Hello and welcome. This is Nolan with Discover NC Homes and Nolan's News. And today I wanted to talk about flood zone, how it relates to Brunswick County, New Hanover County, and Pender County. So if you look at flood zone, everything is listed in our coastal region or in these counties in a flood zone. The best type of flood zone you can be on is a flood zone X, which is a 500-year floodplain. What that means is supposedly every 500 years you may receive some sort of flood that might cause some property damage. More importantly, what it means is when you hold a mortgage on a property for a home that is in a flood zone X, which again is a 500-year floodplain, you are not required to hold flood insurance. The next zone, I guess next least severe zone we'll say, is what's called an AE 100-year flood zone. This means, just like it states, is every possibly 100 years that you would have some sort of flood that would cause some property damage. So if you are in an AE zone, you will have to hold flood insurance with a mortgage. Now, flood insurance in an AE zone is not a very severe cost, but it is a cost. Somewhere, just to give you a range, we're looking at maybe $800 on the low end, and I've seen it as high as $1,200, $1,300 a year, not a month, a year on the high end. So just to give you a range there for these two types of flood zones. So maybe just a misconception, everything actually is in a flood zone on the coast in these three counties. However, flood zone X, which sometimes we refer to as a non-flood zone, it is a flood zone, but you are not required to carry flood insurance with a mortgage. Have recently just gotten some questions from agents, end users, so just wanted to clarify, if you ever have any questions on flood zones, please don't hesitate to reach out and we will certainly have a talk. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.